Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be going over the most recent episode of Friday Night Smackdown, the after WrestleMania edition. So yeah, I'm at a different place. Obviously, I'm in Mexico right now, so that's why there's no face cam. But yeah, I'm gonna be going over all the matches and segments. I'm gonna rank them and give the full show a rating at the end of it. So yeah, starting off with the Samoans. That's what I'm gonna say because typing every one of their faction names and their names individually would take too long. So yeah, I just went with the Samoans because not even all of them are Samoans. So I'm stupid. But yeah, Usos came out first. Jacob Fatu had his own singular promo first, like saying, "Oh, I'm like he's addressing what Roman Reigns said on Monday, like, oh, you're not ready," and then that people have been telling him that his entire life. Usos came out. They had kind of like a heel tactic to them because like Jimmy kept saying like, "Oh, don't listen to these fools" and all that. It kind of had a heel like how do I say it like aura to them. I don't know. I should say something other than aura. I have no idea, but. Yeah, MFT also came out as well. I do wish they could have capitalized more on Tama Tonga turning face, but seemingly after this episode, it feels like they're just going to delay that more, which is unfortunate because that seems like a pretty good story developing right there. But yeah, it was a good segment, so yeah, I'm going to give it a 3.4 out of 5. Good kickoff to the show, I guess. Pretty interesting how Roman Reigns' like motivations are affecting a different show. It's kind of crazy. So yeah. So then next up was the Women's United States Championship between Tiffany Stratton versus Julia. This match was good, honestly, and it was getting to a point where it was getting really fun to watch, but it ended quickly. So yeah, that's about it. Tiffany Stratton ended up becoming your new Women's United States Champion. United States Champion. I feel bad for Julia. This is the second run she's had with the title, and they failed her twice. And Julia's a really good in-ring performer too. She doesn't really have the promo ability as everyone else does, but she is really good in ring. I just feel like they could have done a lot more with her. Just sad to see this reign happen the way it happened. So yeah, Tiffany's champion. I think this is unfortunately gonna be the best run with the U.S. title so far, and that's a really low bar. That's a really low bar because every run with this title has been terrible. So yeah, we'll see what happens honestly, but I don't know if I have faith in this. I really don't know. With Julia, I don't know. Send her to Raw, I guess, because like her SmackDown time is clearly up. Maybe have her do a feud with Kiana. Maybe propel her to the main event scene, but I don't have faith in them for doing that. So yeah, I'm gonna give the match a 3.5 out of 5. Let's move on. So next up was Brie Bella and Paige versus Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair. This match, let's be real, nobody cared about it. The main talking point that came out of this match was the debut of Fatal Influence, which was Lainey Reed, Fallon Henley, and JC Jane. I'm really surprised they debuted Lainey Reed. She's been in NXT for not even a year, and she's already called up. Meanwhile, Tony D'Angelo's been there for like 5 years already. But it's fine. I'm not gonna complain because I feel like Fatal Influence they work amazingly well as a faction. I feel like them going separate ways would damage all three of them. So I feel like they made the best call by having all three of them debut at the same time. Which, yeah, awesome there. Them getting a good statement over four legends is awesome. I'm going to give the match a 1.5 out of 5, but I'm going to give a huge thumbs up to how they executed this debut. Let's move on. So next up, you had was Cody Rhodes cutting a promo. In this promo, like, it was, like, the most normal Cody promo in a while. He mentioned the pump by Randy. I don't really like how he's kind of no-selling it because he's been on the show. Like, for others, it would take months to heal from this, or, I don't know, they would take months off because of this punch. Cody came back on Raw. I'm not gonna complain too much. I just want to know how this feud is gonna go. He mentioned it. He teased the feud with Sami Zayn, and once again took shots at TKO, saying, "Oh, you're 0-3 and trying to screw me over," which I think that's cool there. But that's really about it. Like that was the most normal Cody promo in a while, and he got the crowd behind him again, which was honestly pretty cool to see there. And I can tell Cody was a little emotional just getting the crowd back behind him. So that's pretty cool there. I'm gonna give it a 3.8 out of 5. Let's move on. Next up was the WWE Tag Team Championship between Damian Priest and R-Truth versus MFT. Match was fine. Nothing really too much to talk about here. Just a routine title defense, I guess. I'm going to give it a 2.8 out of 5. Nothing really materialized out of it. Just a regular match, I guess. So, yeah, that's it. Let's move on. Next up was Trick Williams cutting a promo with Little Yachty and the Gingerbread Man by his side. I didn't even know it was Sami Zayn in there. People figured it out, but I didn't even know it was. I didn't even know he was in there. Yeah. By the way, Trick Williams and Lil Yachty, they have such a good chemistry when it comes to them being together. I feel like Lil Yachty being a manager, like being a manager for Trick Williams is gonna work. It would work really well because they have the same aneurysms. Is that how you say that word? I have no idea, but they have really good chemistry on the mic together. It's really cool between those two. Sami Zayn was indeed inside the gingerbread man costume and attacked Trick. And I love how I love how Sami is now just narcissistic, or not narcissistic, pessimistic, I should say. Like, why are you bullying me? I'm right. Like, he's just deluding himself to saying, oh, I'm the good guy. These people just don't know it. They actually love me. And I can kind of see that kind of babyface dynamic, but he's also a heel at the same time. I love it. I love how they're using Sami Zayn right now, so it's pretty cool there. I'm going to give this segment a 3.7 out of 5. I thought it was very well done. So, yeah, let's move on. I'm kind of rambling, but you get the point. Next up was Danhausen versus The Miz, and if you can hear that in the background, sorry, they're making coffee, it's okay. It's like 11:46 in the morning as I'm recording this, but yeah. Next up was Danhausen versus The Miz. Nothing really much of a match here, I mean. It was funny, I guess. At the end of it, Danhausen cursed both Kid Wilson and The Miz, and yeah, he got the pin over The Miz, and that was about it, so yeah. I'm gonna give it a 1.5 out of 5, let's move on. Next up was Rhea Ripley versus the debuting JC Jane, why do you know that? It was like, for Fatal Influence, they had a generational first episode. And before this, the promo by JC Jane, it was also generational. Dude, the Fort Worth crowd added so well to that. They gave her so much heat. It was like prime Dominic Mysterio 2023 level of heat. That's how good it was. And that's great for their Fatal Influence on their first night on the main roster to get that much heat. It's not go away heat either. You can tell the difference between go away heat and heel heat. That was heel heat right there at its finest. They didn't just hit a home run with Fatal Influence. They hit a grand slam with them. And immediately, Ripley versus JC Jane, it was a great match too. So, man, they hit everything for Fatal Influence. It was so well done. Obviously, a DQ had to happen. Protect the debuting JC Jane, protect the champion Rhea Ripley. But what a start for Fatal Influence on the main roster so far. It's amazing. I'm going to give the match a 3.6 out of 5. It was very, very enjoyable. So, yeah, let's move on. And the main event of the night was Solo Sikoa versus Jacob Fatu, influenced by Roman Reigns, obviously. I'm kidding. But the match, for some reason, this was their best match that these two have had. And that's a low bar. The matches at Night of Champions and SummerSlam last year, terrible. Not terrible, just mid. This match was honestly decent. That's pretty much about it, though. Jacob got the win. He had shenanigans happen. MFT and the Usos came out. Jacob got the win. He took out all of MFT by themselves, by the way. They tried to attack him, but he took everybody out by himself, which basically buried that faction. All right. I'm gonna give the match a 3.3 out of 5, and that's really about it. So yeah. That's it for the show. I thought it was very solid. Or not very solid. I just thought it was good. Here are the rankings for the matches. My favorite was Rhea versus JC. Good job, Fatal Influence. My gosh. And my favorite promo was Cody Rhodes. And that's really about it. Sorry for burping. Excuse me. But, yeah. I'm going to give the show a 3.4 out of 5. I thought it was a good show. That's pretty much about it. And it feels so refreshing to say that it's been a good show. Because the last time we had a good show was like, what, February? God damn. It was a horrible month of March and a horrible first half of April. But, like, we're starting fresh after WrestleMania. One good Raw show so far. We're 1-0 on good SmackDown shows. Let's continue this, please. Anyways, that'll do it for this video. I'm sorry I didn't film it yesterday. I was busy the entire day yesterday. So, yeah, that's going to do it for this one. Thank you for watching. Have a good day. Goodbye.